Hi everyone, greetings from Modu and welcome to Mind Friday. Let's talk about family relationship. And I think this is going to be a serious discussion, meaning from time to time we'll be discussing about some things that leads to family disputes. And first of all, let's address this aspect. There's this perception that people do think, like children do think, that their father's people are less supportive than their mother's people. I used to think like that before, but our truth is that statement. Well, I want us to understand that there are some group of people who will still wake up and say, thanks to my father's people, they are the best. And there are some people who will still come up and say, my mother's people are superb. So everything boils down to family. We have some families who are disunited. We have some families who are united. So it depends on your family. Now, as an individual, if you need support from your father's side and you are not getting it, we are going to put these 5 things into consideration. Number 1, freedom. Many men don't know that when they are leaving their extended family, which is their father, their mother, and sibling, to set up their immediate family, which is their wife and children, they are going to face a very, very strong spiritual warfare. And that is why God's word says, a man should leave his father and mother and stick to his wife, and they shall be one flesh. When God dropped this information, no high, no smoke weed, He knows that your problem is coming from your parents, your home. To set yourself free, you are going to fight a very strong war from your own household. That was why He told you. What is He trying to tell you? He's trying to tell you that you have to privatize your life. So, once you are able to fight this freedom and your child goes to your dad people, I didn't give you help, know that if they help you, they have helped your dad. And let me tell you something that most people don't know. For someone to support you is very hard. Very, very hard. Unless the person has something to benefit back in return. So do not expect support system for free. Nothing in this world is free. Freedom is very expensive. If freedom was cheap, Jesus would have died for our sin years ago, and today there is still sin and death. If freedom was cheap, Nigeria wouldn't have fought for independence 62 years ago and are still dependent 62 years now. If your father's people hate you, Cain would have killed Abel's son. No, Cain killed Abel, Esau and Jacob. So if you don't get support, they never hate you. They are not supporting you because they don't want your dad to grow. That is just point number 1. Now the second point is dependency. People do not know the spirit, how demonic it is to be a beggar. If you are dependent, you are a beggar. You are a beggar. Nobody wants to live with somebody who consistently asks, give me, give me, give me. No. In as much as we believe that there is joy in giving, when it's becoming too much for you to come and ask, people will start running away from you. So if you have that kind of dad that always sing in your brain, my sister is in US, it's going to send me motor. My brother is in so and so place, going to help you grow. My brother is the want your so and so company, you're going to give you a job. My dear, if you have that kind of dad, expect that you're not going to get support from his family. This dependency and freedom goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Then the third one is, what do you as an individual called support. It is so sick that Nigeria has monetized everything. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. What changed my perception about this whole thing? When I was growing up, I was sick, very, very sick, that I've tried whole hospital and nothing was working, that I have to use a native means. And when my dad called him mom and said, my daughter is sick, she said, send her home. I came alone without my parents going along with me. But what did my parents did? They gave me money for the treatment. They never expected the mother to pay for my treatment. Now she is sacrificing her time to make sure I get well. She's going to drop her market. She's going to drop some things for me to be fine. Do I still expect her to pay for the treatment? This is where many of us lack that love. We always believe that money is first. No. If you know how to do the right thing, you will have less problem with people. Now she's wholeheartedly or happily took me to where I got treated. You understand my point? So that is a form of support, a very strong one. Yes, a very strong one. On the second occasion, I want to get my local government of origin, and I did not call anybody. I just went to the local government myself, the secretariat myself. And when I got there, I couldn't speak my language, and they refused giving me. That was when I ran to my granddad. Dad, I want to collect this thing. Who did not give to you? Instantly, my grandfather stood up. Let's go. Make I hear who no one give my Peking local government of origin. I followed him. As we reached the now you with our language, those kind of things. Then that was how I got it. Sharp, no disturbance. Now that is another help. That is a support. So if I say they are wicked, I'm wrong. Because why? I'm only monetizing money to support. Somebody gave you time, somebody gave you advice, somebody called you, how are you doing this, and they have supported you. So if you are the kind of person that monetize support to be only financial, then you have the problem. You have an issue to address. The fourth one is that some of our fathers are toxic by attitude. I'm sorry to say, but that is just the truth. You knows your dad. You knows how your dad is relating with his sibling. Some of your fathers are very, how will I put it, controlling. They want their words to stand and nothing stands if not theirs. It is all about them. It's about the religion they worship with that you must do. If you have that kind of that, very authoritative, there's nobody who can cope with such attitude. So if you're not getting help and you know your dad possesses that kind of character, know the problem is from your dad. And stop blaming your dad's brother, your dad's sister for not helping. Once they help you, they've helped him. That is just the facts. And lastly, where do your father belongs to? This is where my native doctor work plays its role. I got to understand this when I became a native doctor. I got to understand that most of Nigeria fathers belongs to the coven. I'm sorry to say, but that is just the truth. They will go there and find riches and come to this world and disturb literally everybody living around them. They can never build a healthy relationship. No matter how you try to satisfy them, they are very ungrateful. They can never be satisfied. That is just the truth. They will keep asking 200, 100 naira for feeding. You will keep establishing on them. They will never stand. They will never stand. They will bring you the wife down, bring you the children down, bring their siblings down, bring their parents down. And if you have this kind of person around you, I'm telling you the fact, I will run for my dear life. I will never accommodate such. So when we blame people, we should look at these aspects of it. What attitude is the person possessing? This is why I always talk about attitude. Most time, the things we blame, we are wrong. Our parents are sometimes at fault. We are sometimes at fault in our judgments. Let us learn to see things healthy with people. The things you know you cannot give out, don't expect it from another person. That is where the whole problem lies. We are asking for the things that we cannot give out. At the end of the day, you say, my auntie is wicked, my sister is wicked, this is wicked, that is wicked. Can you give what you are requesting for? It's a question. If your answer is no, then do not tag anybody being wicked for anything. What stops you from having? And if you have, how well will you use it to help others? We have to work on our attitude. Appreciate time. Appreciate anything, time, not always money. Support is not 100% financial. It could be time. Time is money. Information is wealth. Knowledge is power. When you get those things from people, they have supported you. They have given you all that you needed. All you need to do is to be creative enough to put those information into play and bring something hard from it. I hope this video helped, and if you like it, you can share with your friends. Our mission is to make sure that everyone live happy and at peace with themselves. See you in our next video. Stay tuned. Bye, and have a wonderful day ahead.